In the future, the poor have become playthings for the rich. Once people turn 18, they're locked in a room. The only way to survive is to perform for the camera and earn tips. One day Carl tries a backflip and gets 16 bucks in tips. After starving for 7 days, he quickly types in a command to buy food. But all he can afford is a can of dog food. Then he has an idea. He pretends to be a dog and eats the food like a dog would. Not only does he fill his belly, he earns 30 bucks in tips. He buys a shirt and continues his act. Soon he saves up 40 bucks, enough to buy a real bed. To rest, he starts performing harder. But his daily income only covers one decent meal. Gradually, he grows tired of this life. One day, drunk and furious, he smashes the camera with a bottle. His tips begin to drop. Then the power cuts out. The entire room goes pitch black. A punishment from the system. Not long after Carl calms down, he kneels and begs the system to restore power. Promising to perform better, his screen flickers back on. The lights return. This time a small screen appears in the corner. An old man is on the other end reading a history book. He sees Carl and introduces himself. He explains that once you reach a certain amount in tips, the system unlocks new features. Since they can now share screens, they might as well collaborate to create better shows and earn more tips. The old man knows magic tricks. He teaches Carl, who mixes them with his exaggerated comedy. Soon Carl's act becomes popular. Then a new screen appears. In the top corner, a woman is showering on the other side. She's furious, accusing Carl of connecting to her camera without consent. Carl explains it wasn't his doing. Her tip count must have reached the threshold, so the system linked their rooms. With a new member joining, Carl suggests they make more shows and earn even more tips. But Amy refuses. She asks why. Everyone only thinks about earning inside this room. Has no one ever thought about getting out? Carl admits he once tried to rebel, but the punishment was brutal. He figures it's better to enjoy what little they have than fight and suffer. But Amy stays firm. Late that night, the old man suddenly falls ill. He collapses in front of the screen. Soon fire breaks out in his room. His connection goes dark forever. The system deletes those who are no longer useful. Carl finally realizes he must escape this place. Then another screen pops up. This time it's a woman doing yoga. Late at night, while Amy sleeps, Tina begins to whisper to Carl, urging him to stay in the room, to forget about the outside world. Carl hesitates. That night he sneaks into the old man's former feed. A new guy has already moved in. Seeing the clueless look on his face, Carl knows the cycle must be broken. He launches a campaign, asks all viewers to tip just $1, so he can count how many prisoners exist. To his shock, his balance jumps to 1 billion. So many people are trapped just like them. Tina panics, accusing Carl of stealing everyone's assets, demanding he stop any suspects. Tina is a system agent. The more she resists, the closer they must be to the truth. Suddenly, the door behind Carl opens. He realizes reaching 1 billion is the key to escape. But ironically, he doesn't leave, because out there, he would be just another broke nobody. But in here, he is a billionaire in a digital world.